So recently, controversial YouTuber Sneako and popular YouTuber Moist Critical have been beefing online. So the Goomba lookalike Sneako basically tweeted this: "You are who you spend time with. All of us are addicted to social media. Be careful who you follow. There is no time left to play video games and watch celebrity drama. Does your favorite content creator stand for anything? They look identical because their beliefs are identical. Time to level up." The day before this, however, Sneako basically tweeted a similar thing to where Moist Critical actually responded: "Holy shit, you pathetic, sensitive, soy little worm. I made fun of you for watching your girlfriend by numerous other men and also insulted you for defending child porn. That's not cancellation, that's just spitting on you for being a pitiful, sad cup." They did have a little backwards and forwards until Sneako actually tweeted something that I found quite interesting that I just want to discuss. "You're not special from the other 10 soy boys who say the same thing. If you've got a problem, stop talking on the internet, let's solve it." Even just the idea of them fighting in a boxing ring sounds interesting to me. One is one of the biggest streamers and influencers currently online, and one of them is Moist Critical, arguably one of the biggest YouTubers. Now, Charlie responded fairly normally to Sneako, with Sneako actually just threatening to beat the shit out of him. "Soy keyboard warrior at Moist Critical. We all knew he wouldn't accept a fight. Little bro is 5'3", pasty gaming manlet. Have some empathy. What matters is how the most influential commentators have no specific beliefs. They never get cancelled, they just talk. Why do you listen?" People weren't surprised by this. Sneako is infamous for just antagonizing situations. He's done the same things in situations like the Brandon Buckingham one.
"Hey Sneako, does this outfit look familiar? This is the same thing I wore last time I took you over my knee and spanked your bottom with some discipline. And I'm happy to report that these are back in stock and a lot more at moistglobal.com. Last time I talked about you, I used you for a merchandise push as well, so might as well stick with tradition. I bet just seeing me in this attire again has just sent you on a full-blown Winter Soldier episode with your eyes rolling into the back of your skull as you're experiencing post-traumatic stress disorder, because the first video I made on you offended you to such a high degree that you have not stopped whining since. It's already been 3 months, can you believe that? How time flies. You started shit with me by insulting me and my girlfriend out of nowhere, so naturally I responded by making fun of you in return, and showcasing the reasons why I don't respect you. But unfortunately I failed to calculate just how much of a sensitive loser you are, because this hurt your feelings to such a high degree it's become like an Armageddon in your brain. 3 months you have continued to melt down about this."
Moist Critical's response to Sneako is a really good response in my opinion. It not only breaks down what Sneako's been saying of recent, but breaks down the history between him and Sneako.
The reason he keeps saying watch my clips while threatening me here is because during the stream I couldn't watch him live because he just kept shouting slurs. So I said watch my clips to see what I was saying about you. I had to communicate via Twitch clips. And I'm sorry to be that guy, this is like the grammar police of guns, but he's a fucking imbecile, you absolute buffoon.
How do you annoy someone so much that they decide to get out their weapons collection in front of you?
I don't want to get hit in the head, right? Like, I'm afraid of taking headshots. It's probably a super normal fear to have, so I'm averse to going into a boxing match, especially one that's just a clout-driven spectacle like this, that'd be completely worthless. And I've been super open about that, which I'm sure you know since you keep saying that you've watched my content, so you probably know that I was never going to accept a fight in the first place. Especially since you're, like, significantly taller than me, right? Like, it wouldn't make any sense.
Now, this part of the video has been hated on, mainly by Sneako fans, for the fact that they're calling Moist Critical basically a wimp. Just because someone doesn't want to get in front of a ring in front of hundreds of thousands of people and try and beat the shit out of someone, doesn't mean that they're scared.
I don't think it's fun dunking on you, Sneako. I don't. And I'm certainly not canceling you. But you keep doing this. So you forced my hand to make fun of you again. But anyway, that's about it. See ya.
Now, Sneako's already sort of made a response to this when calling with Aiden Ross. I'm just going to play that real quick for you now.
So let me ask you, if you saw him walking down the street, what are you doing?
I would walk up to him and I would say the same stuff that you said in your videos. I would look him dead in the eye and say all that stuff you said in your videos, say it to my face right now, and I know that he would freeze up and not say a word. This is why I'm sick of the internet and why we just spend more time in the real world, because this is garbage, bro. Does anyone in the chat think that he would say any of this face-to-face, one-on-one? If I'm looking at Moist Critical, who looks like a fentanyl homeless dude, who looks like he stands at a playground looking at, bro, he looks like he's homeless. Look at him. If he's calling me a pedophile, look at me and look at him. Who's more likely to be on a watch list? Who's more likely to shoot up the school?
I think the comparison in reactions is pretty obvious. I, like many people, aren't really surprised by this response. Sneako's a person that will antagonize the situation and be a complete hypocrite. One thing I have taken away from this situation is Sneako is a complete and utter hypocrite, not knowing when he's doing something that he's criticizing others for.